Hi, I'm Steve Brown, and like a lot of other people with a serious injury, mine happened abroad. Being in a foreign country, alone, not understanding the language, just put even more fear into a situation that was already very scary. And Hugh James have got a team of solicitors specifically for people with stories like mine. So I've come to meet two of them, Katharine and Becky Gilmore, to see just how they can help.
So I'm Katharine Allen. I'm a partner at Hugh James and I practice in the field of travel litigation and have been doing since 1999.
My name is Rebecca Gilmore and I'm a senior associate in the travel litigation team here in London at Hugh James.
So what is travel litigation? Who do you represent?
We act for anyone who travels abroad. That's why it's called travel litigation.
So quite often we find that may be on holiday, they could be working out there, cruise accidents, accidents on flights, and sporting injuries as well. So there really is a wide variety of clients who come to us for help.
How do you deal with cases that might be on the other side of the world?
Well, we can't do it alone. I know a lot of English solicitors think that English law applies everywhere, universally across the globe, and it doesn't. So thankfully as I say, I've been doing this for nearly 25 years, and over that time we've built up contacts across the world.
Now, I had my injury abroad and I can remember how scared I was. Am I alone in that?
I mean, it's one thing having a devastating injury in any event, but to add the extra layer of potentially being in a foreign country, nobody speaks your language, you don't understand what's happening, you don't understand where your loved one is being taken to hospital, you have to deal with the insurers, there's so much going on. To add that extra element of not being at home with all the extra family support around you, we really do find that is such an extra burden.
Everybody's curious about how much their claim's worth, aren't they?
It's very difficult because we always get asked that question right at the outset, and that's probably the time when it's impossible for us to give a straight answer, because it will depend on the injury, how long that lasts for, what the end point of recovery would be, what long-term effects there are, and very often, certainly in more serious injuries, that can take a couple of years for you to even start to get a picture about that. So it is the one thing where we're constantly saying to clients, I know you want to know that, I will tell you as soon as I can.
It's a very frightening and intimidating place to be. How quickly should people be getting in touch with the solicitor?
Well, we would say get in touch with us when you're ready, and the sooner the better. But obviously we wouldn't want to pressurise clients to get hold of a lawyer straight away if they're not really in the right headspace to do so. So it really is an individual decision, but I think the earlier they come to us, potentially the more that we can do to help and point them in the right direction. And that's especially the case when they are abroad and do feel lost.
How do you want people to feel when they leave your office?
We would want them to feel that they've completely unburdened themselves, that they have told us everything that was worrying them, that even if we couldn't give them immediate answers, we would find answers for them, that they could pick up the phone to us at any point if they've forgotten something. And clients will always forget something because they've got so much to think about. So it's really important that they know that they can pick up the phone, that we will respond to that, and that we will treat them as human beings actually through the process, and not just a means to an end of getting compensation and costs through the door. That's not what we want them to think.
What should somebody look for when they're approaching a solicitor?
So I think when someone needs a solicitor, they should ask all the questions about what's your experience in this area, what cases have you done before, have you ever acted for somebody with my injury before, all of those things are really important. Have you ever taken a claim that involves an accident in Spain before, or whichever country it might be. But I think the most important thing is having a rapport with your solicitor, because if you can't talk to your solicitor, then the solicitor is never going to be able to get the information they need to be able to do the best job for you. And so you have to be able to talk to your solicitor and trust them with the information that you're giving them, that they can use that to positively impact your post-rehabilitation life.
So if you've been injured abroad, why would you choose Hugh James?
We have a lot of expertise in the field. I think a combined expertise across the team is probably around 60 years of expertise within the team, and that counts for a lot because we've already, dealt with so many of these cases that we've often found the best ways to deal with certain situations, or the people that can be really helpful to the person when they first contact us.